Okay, Chelsea,
Yeah.
we got the same choices this time, except 2 less, because we found out that one wasn't a real news article, and then you picked that other one.
Yeah.
So we got animals,
Good, you're going to tell me.
space, UFOs, pollution.
I'm going to go UFO.
Okay. And this comes from Daily Mail, not my favorite source, but it's UFOs, so we can use it because it's always fun. This is a short article, but it's not the same kind of shortness.
Like with a video or what?
Yeah, there's no
Like,
video.
what do you
in
mean
fact.
same shortness?
It's not the same shortness as that other one that I deemed too shortness.
Okay.
Anyhow, we have from the Daily Mail, written by Chris Malore, who is the U.S. Assistant Science Editor, posted February 23rd, 2026 at 5:10 p.m. Article title, Mystery as UFO Vault with 3.8 million files is wiped clean hours after Trump demands alien docs released.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. A massive public archive of declassified U.S. government files vanished just one day after President Trump ordered the release of all UFO-related documents. I guess this really is, everything Trump says is really the opposite.
Do you think that he wiped it so that he can release it and say this is it?
No, he said release it, so they actually took that to mean, oh, we gotta get rid of everything. In fact, even everything that's public, we gotta get rid of.
Huh, okay.
Massive public archives of declassified U.S. government files vanished just one day after President Trump ordered the release of all UFO-related documents. The Black Vault, run by researcher and ufologist John Grenwald Jr., had its main server reportedly wiped clean on February 20th, deleting hundreds of gigabytes worth of files on UFOs, declassified CIA projects, and major conspiracies, including the assassination of JFK. Grenwald shared the news online, explaining that some server directories had their permissions, the safeguards on who can access or edit them, and the file ownership logs changed without explanation. Black Vault has become a go-to resource for anyone wanting to see exactly what the government has quietly made public over the last 80 years. Grinwald has spent 3 decades organizing information on hidden programs and little-known incidents that suggest the U.S. has been involved in top-secret efforts to recover and take advantage of alien technology. Troves of declassified files the public can freely search through on Black Vault detail military base reports, witness testimonies, and even CIA directives since the 1940s and 50s, which have been unsealed without widespread public knowledge. The research has also publicly revealed every time a Freedom of Information Act request was returned by the CIA, FBI, and other government organizations with little or no response. The timing of the potential sabotage came just hours after the president's history-making declaration ordering the Pentagon to disclose anything related to aliens and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects. Oh no, there's more to this article. It's just a lot of things in the way. In a statement released on X, Grenwald said he did not fully suspect foul play, but noted that he couldn't rule out the possibility because of the suspicious information he had received from the website hosting provider. Quote, they had no idea what happened, and on their side, they said it was a deletion, not corruption. End quote, the researcher posted on Saturday. In simpler terms, someone or something intentionally removed every single file from Black Vault's server, deleting all the records released by the CIA and other groups, without fully shutting down the site so alarms wouldn't go off right away. Until recently, the US government has flat out denied that UFOs or extraterrestrial beings existed, maintaining for decades that there has never been any physical evidence recovered that proves something non-human has ever landed on Earth. However, Trump's February 19th order came after he publicly criticized former President Barack Obama for saying in an interview that aliens were real. Trump claimed the 44th president had revealed classified information. Grinwald has previously filed over 11,000 FOIA requests with the US government to obtain these documents, including some declassified reports that date back to the alleged UFO crash landing at Roswell in 1947. His investigations have also provided legitimate paper trails detailing how former administrations and the intelligence community created secret task force of high-ranking military and scientific officials to research UFO incidents. These groups include the Majestic 12, which was allegedly formed under the Roswell crash and worked for over 2 decades investigating sightings of alien spacecrafts, working with non-human technology and contacting extraterrestrials. Luckily for the Black Vault, Greenwald revealed that all of the more than 3.8 million files were backed up in secure locations, and the site was restored soon after the mysterious wiping took place. Oh, so this article means nothing. Quote, is a stark reminder to us all, me included, keep backups, keep them in multiple places, and never be intimidated by anything that comes out our way. No matter what we expect may have happened, end quote, the researcher wrote on X.
There was a moral of the story.
Sorry, I
backups.
I have a real hard time taking this article seriously anymore. There's a bit more to go, but now I'm mad at it. Not only for misrepresenting like the entire background of like disclosure from the government, but also what happened to the website. So sorry, I can't go forth anymore. I'm mad at it.
And you know why I'm mad at it? If we're talking about reasons that we're mad at it, you know what I'm all for? I think I've talked about this on an episode recently too, but I'm going to talk about it again. I'm all for like people saying, yeah, aliens really do exist, but not when it comes to trying to distract from
Epstein files,
holding anybody accountable for their crimes.
Yeah.
And the Epstein files.
Well, and it completely downplays, like, there was actually, like, fundamental pushes forward by Joe Biden's administration that we learned about in, Canada's response to the UFO situation that they released. I think we did that episode last year.
Yep, I vaguely do remember that.
They not only released everything they were able to find, they also, like, specifically set up how things are supposed to be administered publicly, and none of this is supposed to be classified anymore. Like, just completely swept over that, and don't talk about how Obama went on record in an interview saying, like, aliens are real, and then went on afterwards because people took it way too seriously, and he said, this is my personal opinion because of how big the universe is.
Yeah, and you know what is the funny thing? When I watched that Obama thing, that's totally what I got from it.
Yeah,
so
I'm
not sure why everyone like was freaking out about that. And then I just think that Trump is just looking for literally anything to distract from the appearance that he briefly made in the Epstein files because they accidentally leaked his by accident and took it away. Anyhow,
he is not briefly in there, Chelsea.
Well, I mean that one like super incriminated thing that they took away. Anyhow, I think that we should definitely still release what they're keeping back.
Release what there is. I really don't know what could still be classified that would be released at this point, because like there's been so many pushes for declassification over the last 3 to 4 decades, where we got Blue Book, we got Project Grudge, we learned all about them, we learned about Project Stargate, we learned
talking about the Epstein files. I was like,
we learned a bit about the Epstein files and how there is UFO stuff in there, but not really. And then I can't remember the name of the program, but like Biden completely released everything they had on it too, and it didn't make that big of a splash because for whatever reason, the UFO community is incredibly right-wing.
Oh, not only that, but the stuff, when they actually release, it's so boring.
Yeah.
And so nobody ends up caring because it's so boring.
Yeah. Well, and it's because also, too, they'd have to give a good, like a kudos to you to a Democratic leader who they don't want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is an unfortunate thing within this community. I always get so mad at this, and like everybody's giving Trump credit for this, and they're like, he's gonna say something in the State of the Union. Didn't come up once. Because he doesn't give a shit.
No, he really doesn't. And that's what it felt like when he said that. I think he just saw Obama say something and like what was happening around him.
I need to one-up him because he hates Obama.
It wasn't just one-up him. It was, I think he just takes whatever he can to try and distract from what's going on with the Epstein files as well. And he starts just saying shit just as he does. Just like things just come out of his mouth. And I'm just so sick of hearing. Anyhow, this is a mini all about hate and why we hate this mini.
Yeah. But you guys got 48 hours. What's Trump's distraction over this time?
Yeah. And what do you hate? Email us.
Yeah. Email us. Email us your hate.
Email us, please.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.